What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of high acceptance rate. All right, your acceptance rate is totally going to be market adjacent. If you're in a lower market, your acceptance rate is going to be vitally important to you. If you're in a bigger market, it won't be so much important. Some of the pros of a high acceptance rate will actually, even if you're platinum and your acceptance rate's a little bit lower, you're going to notice that the orders coming in are going to taper off a little bit. The higher the acceptance rate, the more offers or better offers that you can receive. That's one of the pros. Now, the biggest con to that is going to put you in a category where you're a top priority dasher. So that doesn't only mean that you're going to be banging out 15, 17, 10, 12, 20, 30, $40 orders. No, that's not how it works. It also means you're going to be getting a lot of the garbage that people don't want to take. $3, $4.25. You're going to be in a higher priority to take these orders because the algorithm says, this guy's dependable on taking orders. So you have to be kind of careful about taking everything. There's a little bit of a strategy to it compared to your market. Now, the week before, I cherry picked. And on that week, I made $869 in 6 days. Not good. All right. And I was cherry picking. The following week, I made, I think it was over $1,000. I have the numbers. I'll pop them up for you. Over $1,000 in 5 days. I was like well over $200 average in 5 days. And I didn't cherry pick, and I got it in less hours. So if somebody comes up and tells you, all right, you don't have to take every order, only take $2 per mile, only take a certain amount of orders that are over $6, only take a certain amount of orders over $7. I'm not going to sit here in front of camera and say that they're lying to you, but I would ask them, or I would ask myself watching the video, okay, what is their market? What is their market like? Is that going to translate for success for me as far as making money? Okay, so you have to understand that is in play. But what I will tell you, if you're in a small market area like me, okay, I would honestly aim for anywhere between 85 and 92% acceptance rate, especially if you're wanting to keep platinum. All right, just in case that the lates start to stock in and don't drop your score dramatically. Anything below 85%, you're going to start to see a decline in your orders coming through, even if you're like 90, 91. Like if you're 90 overall dasher, but your acceptance rate is down at 70, you're not going to see as many orders coming in. It won't happen. Now, if you're pushing 95 and above, you're going to see a lot of crappy orders come in on you. All right? It's just the way the game works out here. Another thing I noticed is that your acceptance rate, okay, obviously at 100, you're 100%. All right? Anything 96 or below, you lose a point. So you get 4 declines within that one before you lose a point. Then it drops again around 90%. Then again around 86%. And as the further you go down, the faster your score drops. In other words, you get less declines in between each point taken away. So if you want to use that as a strategy, that might help you. But the biggest, like I said, the biggest pro is that you're going to be in the top priority access, and the biggest con is the same top priority access that you're going to get your $2 and $3 orders that other people are saying no thanks to. It's just part of the acceptance rate gambit. So there's my pros and cons for a high acceptance rate. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time. On the next video, we'll discuss strategies to avoid lates. Even with, if you get pinged late because you're waiting on an order, we'll discuss strategies and things that you can do to help yourself avoid from getting unnecessary and unfair lates.